So before we begin this mountain imagery practice, just ensuring that you are somewhere quiet where you're unlikely to be disturbed. And then settling into a posture where you can feel comfortably upright, your shoulders and neck relaxed, your arms resting by your sides. Maybe you're sitting, maybe you're lying down. Just make any fine adjustments to support yourself or to gently prop yourself up. And now bringing an awareness to how the breath is expressing itself in the body. Perhaps you feel it most vividly in your lower belly, or maybe at the tip of the nose. Just seeing if you can connect with the rhythm of each inhale and each exhale. Not trying to change anything, just noticing the qualities of the breath. How it is to breathe with the body at this time. Briefly scanning the body now for any areas of tension or tightness. Seeing if you can make some space and allow whatever is here just to be. And then noticing how it is to be in contact with the solid surfaces around you. So feeling your palms as they rest on the arms of the chair, or maybe your feet as they're planted firmly into the ground, or maybe the contact that your head has with the pillow behind it. And now bringing to mind, as best you can, the most beautiful mountain that you know. Maybe this is one that you've seen or even climbed. Maybe it's one that you know from a novel or a movie. Or just one that you create from your imagination right now. Allow that image and the feeling of this mountain to come into greater and greater clarity. See if you can engage all your senses to fully experience this mountain in your mind. What do you notice about its overall shape? Does it have one lofty peak that rises into the sky? Or is there a series of peaks? See if you can imagine the large, solid base of the mountain as it's rooted into the landscape and into the rock of the Earth's crust. Picture its either steep or gently sloping sides. Take time to notice and to feel how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful this mountain is, both from afar and up close. Now see if you can bring the sense of the mountain into your own body, so that your body sitting here and the mountain that you've just created in your mind's eye become one. Start to feel that you can begin to share the qualities of the mountain, the stillness and the majesty of your mountain. You become just as the mountain is, rooted in your own posture. Your head becomes the lofty peak from which you are afforded panoramic views, and the rest of your body, the centre of the mountain. And as best you can, seeing if it's possible to get a sense of uplift from deep within, but also a groundedness as you remain rooted and steady. And now take a moment to pay attention to your breath. With each breath, you're becoming a little more of a breathing mountain. You are completely what you are, beyond the thoughts or feelings that swirl through your mind. Like a mountain, you are in this moment a centered and unmoving presence. Now becoming aware of what happens as the sun travels across the sky. See how the light and shadows and colours change virtually moment by moment, creating a pattern across the mountain's granite stillness. You can imagine how night follows day and day follows night here, one flowing effortlessly into the next. And through it all, the mountain just sits, open and accepting of change, experiencing change in each and every moment. So on the surface, the mountain is constantly changing, and yet underneath, it is always just being itself. It remains still as the weather changes moment by moment, day by day, and as the seasons play out one after another. The mountain exudes a calmness, and it abides through all change. In summer, there may be no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the tallest peaks. In autumn, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant colours. And in winter, it is blanketed in snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pummeled by bitter rains. At times, the mountain may be visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds. Throughout all of these changes, feel the solid stillness of the mountain, as the solid stillness of your own being, as you continue to sit, continuing to be a breathing mountain. Now imagine what happens as people visit the mountain. Maybe they comment on how beautiful it is, or maybe they complain how it's not a good day to see the mountain. It's too cloudy, or rainy, foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain. It remains at all times its essential self, unconcerned with opinions. It knows that clouds may come and clouds may go. People may like it, or they may not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, or by the weather. Whether it is seen or unseen, experiencing sun or clouds, hot or cold temperatures, day or night, it just sits, calmly being itself. We can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives, the changes that occur over seconds and minutes, turning into hours and then years. By developing the image of this mountain in your mind, you can borrow its strength and stability and take it in as your own. You may even gain support from the inner qualities of the mountain to face challenges and adversity with a kind of equanimity. Perhaps then, just like the varying natural experiences, seasons, storms, and weather patterns that happen to the mountain, you can also come to experience the constant changes and fluctuations that happen in your own life and in your own mind and body as a kind of weather. Jon Kabat-Zinn says, "We tend to take it all personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, honoured, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we can come to listen.